And we back, you know what I'm saying? It's morning time. We about to get this French toast, these eggs, these potatoes, you know what I'm saying? These breakfast potatoes going. We got these pots ready, these griddle sautés for the potatoes, the eggs. I ain't cooking much eggs, so, you know, I got that small pot back there. Anyway, what we gonna do first, we gonna add this meat here. Get that going. Then we gonna go with the onions, the garlic, the bell pepper. And then we're going to take all that out. Then we're going to put this potatoes in there, get a little color on that, and then add everything back in. We got the bread ready for the French toast. I ain't cooking much French toast. It's just me and my fiance. So normally I'll probably use some Texas toast. This here is just some regular old bread. Still work. It's all good. Turn the camera back on a little bit. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. That pot should be hot enough. Really don't need much oil since I'm putting this meat in here. Yeah, anyway. We're going to throw that meat in there, give it a little bit of color. Tad bit of color, not much. You know, you just want to get a little flavor in that pot. So, when I put the onions in there and them bell peppers, you get a little bit of that flavor going. Turn the camera back on in a second. So, you can get that update. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we wanted. We got that liquid in there. You know, we're going to go ahead and throw the onions in there. Onions, bell pepper. You know, you don't want to be too messy, especially since we at home. But, the key is to clean up as you go. So we throw that in there. Depending on how you want it. I ain't going to put too much color on there myself, because I'm going to go ahead and put the potatoes in there and all that, and then add all the color later. After. You gonna see. You'll see. Just pay attention. We got that bread just sitting there, because really what I want to do is, the key to some bomb French toast, you can toast it just a tad bit if you want, but I let it sit for a second since I'm cooking other things, and then that way it starts toasting itself in a sense, you know, before it starts toasting itself in a sense before I add it to the mix, to the batter over here, which is, yeah, you know, we got the French toast batter, and all that is some egg, little tad bit of milk, little bit of vanilla, you know, and I'm gonna add some cinnamon. I add that as I'm cooking it though. Alright, see, that's quick. We already got a little bit of color on there. We're gonna go ahead and just put that right there with the meat. If I can get it all out. You know, don't try this at home, because it will burn you. Alright. Let's get that going. Yeah, there we go. And that garlic, I'm going to just add that later, because garlic cooks so quick. I'm going to add that a little bit later. I'm going to put these potatoes in, get a little bit of color, and I'll turn you back on. Alright, so we got the potatoes going. I'm going to just go ahead and get some color on that. I'm going to actually throw them in the oven while I get the rest of the stuff going. But not yet until I get a little bit of color on there. You can season right now if you want to, just a little bit. Just add a little bit of salt. I just got it on the pour. Show all that. But I just got it on a little shaker. You can do it like this. If you do it like that, you're going to put it in your hand. That way you can see how much you got. Just throw it in there like that. Make sure your hands is clean though. We don't want no dirty hands while we're cooking. There we go. Same thing, a little black pepper. Some may use white pepper. Be careful with that. The longer you cook that, the hotter it gets. Anyway, while we get that going, pretty much it. Can't really do nothing else because the French toast and eggs cook quick. So, normally in the restaurant. Alright, so we got some color on that now. I'm going to go ahead and drop these in the oven. And then what you can do is you could take like a toothpick or something just to see where you at as far as if they done or not. And right now this feels to me that it's going to take about another like 10 minutes to cook all the way through, but that's why you put them in the oven. So they can cook all the way through real simple instead of you having to, you know, monitor the color on there. Saute it. Oven gives you a little, a good even cook all the way through. Then I'm gonna start these French toast in a second. Then I'm gonna add all that stuff. Once I bring it back on the top of the stove, I'm gonna add all this in there. That'll be a little bit. I'm gonna let that cook for another like 5-10 minutes. Check on it in about 2 to 5 minutes just to make sure you're cooking evenly. And then all that I put in the potato is some sea salt, some pepper, and a little chili, which is just California chili. So normally I might put cayenne, but I'm running low on cayenne, so I'll put a little bit of chili powder in there. Not a lot unless you like burning your tongue. Anyway, I'll turn you back on in a second.